A year ago, I posted my first YouTube video. I had no idea what was I doing. I didn't know how to script, my editing was basic, and thumbnails, let's just say they were not click-worthy. But I had one thing, a belief that YouTube could change my life. I imagined posting videos, gaining subscribers, and getting monetized, and maybe, just maybe, turning this into something that I could pay my bills. Fast forward a year, here's the truth. It didn't go the way I expected at all. I thought I'd be at 100k making lakhs, but what actually happened? Well, it did shock me as well. I realized that YouTube isn't what everyone thinks it is. It's harder, it's slower, and it's frustrating, but it's also one of the best things that I've ever done. So today, I'm gonna break down everything that I learned in first year on YouTube. The struggles, the mistakes, the growth, and yes, exactly on how much I made after I got monetized. And trust me, you need to hear this because no one talks about these things. If you are a creator thinking of quitting or feeling stuck, this video is for you. But before we get into the video, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Kat. If you are new here, consider subscribing. It would mean a lot because just like you, I'm also working very hard to grow this channel. Done? Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. Phase 1. Reality of starting from zero. The first few months of YouTube are the hardest. Not because you don't have ideas, not because you're not motivated, but because no one literally cares about your content yet. You spend hours filming, editing and scripting only to get 10 views. And those 10 views, they are probably just you refreshing your own video or your friends or your family. I thought if I just keep posting, the algorithm would eventually reward me. But I was wrong. I was posting without a strategy. I was making videos on random topics, hoping one would magically take off. In YouTube, it doesn't work like that. It wasn't until I started focusing on the right things, click-to rate, audience retention, and audience connection. Then I started seeing some real progress. But even then, it wasn't fast. It took me 9 months to reach 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours. When I finally crossed that milestone, I thought, this is it. This is the moment everything changes. Then a couple of months later, I checked my YouTube dashboard to see how much I had earned. I finally checked my earnings. Not 10,000, not 1 lakh, not even 1,000. You wanna guess? It was just 40 rupees. That's just enough to buy a cup of chai or some chips. I stayed at that number and I laughed. I thought months of effort and hours of hard work, and for this, that was the moment I realized monetization isn't the finish line. It won't change much. So if monetization doesn't make you rich, so how do YouTubers actually earn? Before I tell you of how YouTubers actually earn, let me quickly talk about the harsh truth of monetization. When I started YouTube, I thought monetization was the key to success. That once I got monetized, the money would start rolling in. But here's the truth. AdSense won't alone make you rich like you've always thought. Even after monetization, YouTube only pays on cost per mile, revenue per mile, and audience location, and the types of ads shown, skippable, unskippable, bumper ads, whether viewer watches that ad or skip those ads, and the number of ads placed in that video. Unless you're pulling millions of views per month, your AdSense revenue will be low in starting. Plus, YouTube takes 45% cut on your earnings. And here's something even crazier. Turning monetization on too early can hurt your channel. Why? Because ads break viewer experience. If someone clicks on your video and gets hit with an unskippable ad, they might just leave your video because no one wants to watch ads, right? Unless your channel is too big, and YouTube cares about retention more than anything. If your retention drops because of ads, YouTube will stop recommending your content. And that's why even after monetizing for a couple of months, I stopped turning on ads for all of my videos, even if it meant I earned nothing. Instead, I focused on improving my retention, CTR, and creating better content. Because for me, long-term growth is far more valuable than short-term earnings. So if ads aren't the way most creators make money, how do successful YouTubers make actual money? Let's see how do they make money now. Most successful YouTubers don't just rely on AdSense, and for a good reason. Now let's look at some of the biggest YouTubers. Mr. Beast spent 5 years making videos before earning anything significant. And today, his biggest income streams come from merch, sponsorships, and businesses like Feastables and Mr. Beast Burger. Ali Abdal. It took 2 years for him to see consistent income, with most of his revenue coming from courses, affiliate marketing, and brand deals. Now, MKBHD. He posted videos for 6 years before he could go full-time on YouTube, and his earnings are through sponsorships, brand collaborations, and partnerships. And here's what I learned the most. YouTube isn't the business, it's a game of distribution, and that's the secret big creators know and follow. Now phase 4. Mistakes that slowed my growth down. I mean mistakes that slowed my growth. Mistakes that many creators make. If I had fixed these mistakes, I would have grown much faster. Mistake 1. Chasing views instead of retention. I used to refresh my dashboard every hour, obsessing over views. But those numbers didn't matter, retention did. Now second, ignoring what worked. Self-improvement videos work best on my channel. Instead of doubling down, I started experimenting and doing some random videos which affected my growth. YouTube favors consistency. When you give your audience what they love, growth automatically follows. Now third mistake, almost quitting too soon. Growth felt slow. I doubted myself and I almost quit in the beginning. And what I realized is first 100 subscribers are just practice, and first 1000 subscribers feel impossible. And don't even ask me about 10,000 subscribers. I am at 7,000 subscribers and been in YouTube since a year. But those who push through will eventually win. Now, phase 5. Now I don't generally see YouTube as a quick way to get rich, and I see it as a long-term skill, and if you're still here, you probably do too. So here's my advice for all of you. First, don't just post anything. Have a plan. Your niche, content strategy, and consistency matters. Now second, stop chasing for views and start focusing on retention. The longer you make people stay, the more YouTube pushes your content. Now third one, don't just rely on AdSense. Most successful creators monetize beyond ads. Now the last and most important one, give it time. The first year will actually test you. And yes, it takes a year to see actual results, but success comes to those who stay. Most big creators didn't blow overnight. They put in years of consistent effort. If you're serious about YouTube, commit it to the long game. And comment I am in if you refuse to quit. Now tell me in the comments of what's been your biggest struggle throughout your YouTube journey. Because if you're still here and still pushing forward, you're already ahead of most. And that's the first step to winning. Now if you found this video helpful, subscribe my channel for more amazing content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.